Okay, to start with, it's very important to get the position of your body right. You want to be kneeling, I prefer, with my right leg kneeling and my left leg stood on the half board. You want to get your foot right on top of it and right next to the socket you're going to be using. You want to pin it down to the ground and get a firm position on it. Next, you're twisting up the drill into the bow. So you do that by looping it round like so, and the bottom end is where you've flattened it slightly and roughened up the bottom of the drill. I'll do that now. Just roughen it up so we'll maximise the friction. Same with the socket as well. You can have a little play in the socket with the end of your knife just to rough up the edges and maximise the friction in there. So you twist the boat, and your position is crucial to making this succeed. Once you're putting the drill in the socket, make sure you're holding it firm, because this naturally just wants to spring out with the tension of the bow. So then next we're using the limpet shells as our bearing block on top, and the absolute key factor here is to rest the inside of your arm there and wrist into your shin bone. That is where you're getting the support from. Otherwise, when you're drilling, your hand will just wobble about everywhere, and that's the main reason why you see people's drill just popping out and flying out everywhere, is because they're not supporting against the shin bone. So let's just give it a go. And the other important thing to remember as well is to try and keep the bow level. You don't want to be doing a seesaw action where that's going up and down, or you don't want to be just, you know, drilling downward, because the string will work its way up or down the drill. Make sure you're starting in the middle of your drill. That'll do. And then just pace yourself and get used to it before, you know, you're not going to get fire first time, or it's very unlikely unless you're Matt Julian. So you're supporting your hand there and drilling away. And already we've got smoke. So you can just rest there and you can see that everything's going smoothly. So, and it's all down to that position. Master that position. So you're wrapping it round, holding it firm with your hand there like that so it can't pop out, into the drill. Get your bearing block, whether it's limpets or wood, get your shin bone, and pressing down, not too hard. If it does pop out, just sit back and relax and watch your dust. Protect it if it's windy, because you want to keep that black dust in the socket. It's crucial that you have that dust. Other than that, if it pops out, sometimes if you know you haven't been going long enough, you want to get straight back in there to maintain the heat in the socket. But if you think you've been doing it for long enough, and perhaps you might have an ember, if it pops out and it's smoking quite a lot after it's popped out, you can sit back and just watch the socket to see if the smoke carries on. If it carries on smoking, that means your dust has caught and you've got an ember somewhere inside there. Sometimes you don't even see it glowing, but it will have an ember. So let's try again. If you have stopped and the heat in your socket is gone, again, that's an opportunity just to rough up your drill. You don't want to take too much off because you don't want to wear down your drill too quick. So we've got a bit of dust that's formed in the socket now. Just going to push it back in. And that means we're well on our way. Oh, working up the drill now. Right, so now you can see that the socket is still smoking. At this point you can rest. Don't worry about it, unless it's too windy and then you have to protect. But you don't have to blow on it hard, because if you blow on it hard, you'll lose the dust. So what I'm going to do now is tap away the half board, just gently tapping with the knife to encourage the dust to fall out of the socket. And then we have the wood dust, which is smoking nicely, which will mean there'll be an ember in there. I can't see the ember glowing yet, but it's a very bright day, but it's in there somewhere. So if we, yeah, I can see it now. Can you see that? So if we move this to our char cloth and tinder bundle, and we've got fire. Just like that. So remember, your position and using that shin bone is crucial to getting it right. That gives you all the support that you need. If you've got any more questions, just visit naturalbushcraft.co.uk and there's plenty of people to help you, and tons more guides to teach you more things. Have a nice day.